Hello everyone, I am Chef Vernetta and today I'm going to make a snack for you all. So this is a snack that I've been eating for the last few months now. So for anyone or everyone that has a sweet tooth like me, I love sweets, I love desserts, and when we're watching our blood pressure, our sugar, our cholesterol, we want to cut back on the sweets. So these desserts or snacks, I call them power balls. They're different versions of them, or they're called power balls or protein balls, but they are loaded with a lot of good fiber, nutrients, antioxidants, omega-3s, and you get a little bit of sweetness from some dark chocolate without feeling guilty. So some of the ingredients that's in this dish is peanut butter here, and then, almond butter. So peanut butter, almond butter. We have some flax seeds, some oats or oatmeal, some oats, some unsweetened coconut flakes, some chocolate chips. I get the small kind so that they can go evenly throughout the dish, and then pumpkin seeds. So and it's so simple. This is a simple recipe. What I do is I mix it all together, then I make these balls and I keep them in the refrigerator and I eat them as a snack. And I don't feel guilty because they're not loaded with sugar. They don't have sodium or added sodium to it, and it's easy. So what you have to do is, and it's so funny because I've been doing this for a while that I don't measure it out, but I do have the measurements and I will add the measurements to this video. And I start out by adding my oats. So what I'll do is I'll pan the camera down so you can see what I add to it and how I mix it up and how I make the balls. But I will tell you, like, some of the good benefits, like the flax seeds. Flax seeds have a lot of good omega-3 fatty acids in it, so we all need good fat. The omega-3 is a good fat. It has a lot of fiber. It's very rich in protein. So these are snacks that you can eat and feel full. The oats have good fiber in them as well. The pumpkin seeds have a lot of antioxidants, fiber. They're good for cholesterol, for lowering your cholesterol, lowering your blood sugar, your blood pressure. So those are all some of the good benefits of it. The almond oil is good oil. If you're allergic to nuts, you don't have to use nuts for this recipe. You can find a butter that does not have nuts in it so that you can use. And then the coconut flakes. Coconut is good. Coconut is good for anti-inflammatory properties, but you want to make sure that you get the unsweetened kind because we are not adding any sugar to this dish. So you want to make sure that you have, or I say dish, but it's a snack. So you want to make sure that you don't add any extra sugar to it. You can add a little bit of honey to it. I like it without the honey. The little bit of chocolate is just enough for me, so I do not add the honey. But once you try it, I was kind of skeptical about it. I was like, I don't know. But when I made them the first time and I put them in the refrigerator, let them sit for a couple of hours, I fell in love with them. So I hope you all enjoy them as much as I do. I'm going to pan the camera down so that you can see how they come together. And then I'm going to add a half a cup of the flaxseed. Just going to sprinkle that in. All right. And when you get the flaxseed, make sure you get the milled or ground flax seeds, because the whole flax seed is actually like a seed, and sometimes it's hard to break down. So I like to get the ground or the milled one because they have been broken down and they're easy to absorb in the body. And I'm just going to kind of mix this all around. Get it all mixed up. And I love the way it looks. So if you see, we have our oats, we have our chocolate, we have our coconut, we have our pumpkin seeds, and we also have our flax seed. And now the hard part is the peanut butter, because it's so stiff. but you want to add about a half a cup of peanut butter. And once you start to mix this, you may realize that you need a little bit more because you want it sticky, so that you can form it into balls. So kind of consistency of like a dough. So adding my peanut butter, I'm gonna add a little bit more. I got the crunchy peanut butter, so it's a little bit stiffer than the smooth peanut butter, but you can use any kind you like. So that's that. And then I'm going to add the almond butter. Let's get our spoon. And the almond and almond nuts have so much oil. It has a lot of good oil in here. So I wanna, you can see if I pour it as that oil comes out, I wanna get that oil inside of here because that just helps to mix it all together. And I will tell you that you cannot do this with a spoon. It will not work. You want to get all the stuff off your spoon and you want to get in there with your hands. So you want to make sure you have gloves. If you don't have gloves, you want to do clean hands. And you just want to start to mix this together. Almost like if you were mixing a dough. So you just want to mix it all together. So mix it. And you find that sometimes you have to add a little bit more of the peanut butter or the oil for it to come together. You can also use coconut oil to add to it for moisture as well. And the coconut oil is just good for anti-inflammatory, antifungal properties. So it's really good for you. So I may have to add just a little bit more almond oil to it because it's coming together, but I need it just a little bit more wet. So I'm going to take these gloves off because I'll put on some new gloves. I'll set these to the side. I'll get some new gloves. All right, and then I'm going to add, I don't need much, just a little bit more of the almond butter. And I do more of the almond butter because it has more oil in it. And these were jars that I've already had, so I've used a good bit of the oil out of it already. So after this mix, I'll have to get more. So there we go. To the side. And I'm just going to start to mix some more. Get it all mixed together. And I promise you, they are really good. So after you have them nice and mixed, you want to just start to press them together. Get them nice and pressed together. I'll put my hands down so you can see. Get them nice and pressed together. And then you want to roll them. And sometimes when you roll, they may start to come apart, but that's fine. You want to roll them. So you have your ball and you just continue to roll and make them until you get all of it mixed. And then you want to put them in the refrigerator for a couple of hours to set up. So I'm going to continue rolling and I'll be back. Okay, so I have rolled up our balls, as you can see. So kind of zoom in, maybe I'll zoom out. And then I will get a shot for the end so that you can see them. But once you get them all rolled, I made them different sizes. Some are bigger, some are smaller, just so you can see that you can roll them in different sizes. You'll put them in the refrigerator and just let them set up. And this is a good snack outside of snacking on sweets. So you have a little bit of chocolate. You have some unsweetened coconut, shredded coconut, peanut butter, almond oil, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, and the oats. So you will have a lot of good fiber, a lot of good omega-3s, a lot of good protein. They're filling, they're quick. Like I said, you can put them together and store them in the refrigerator and just pop them anytime you need a snack. Or if you have a sweet craving, you can grab this as well. We didn't add any sugar to it, no honey or anything. Try them out, give them a chance. They're not so pretty, but I promise you, they're really, really good, and they will help carve the craving for your sweet tooth, and you will come to love them and enjoy them. I promise you. Like I said, I was skeptical about them at the beginning, but I make them typically on a Sunday, and I have them for a few days, so I don't reach for the cookies or snacks or anything like that. And with the protein, it's a lot of good protein, a lot of good fats. It gives you a lot of good energy, keeps you full longer. So I think you all will really enjoy them. Thank you.